All right, guys, really good day. Really hot again, which was awesome, because we really need that heat coming off the week last week when we had a lot of cloud cover and rain and stuff. So blessed to get the heat out there today, make sure we're ready for that. And thought it was a good day. Went in helmets, just a good mental day. A lot of good special teams work with our punt and block team and kickoff return. Thought we threw and caught the ball well today. Just another assignment day, and Lord willing, we're going to have all hands on deck going into this game because we won't bang anymore between now and then. And ready to roll it out there and see what we got. You know what I'm saying? We've definitely grown as a program in 20 months of being here, going through what we went through last year. It's been documented how well we've done academically, how well we're doing off the field. A lot of people have talked about our culture and how we treat people. We had some more friends out here today, and our players were great to them, and some young people. And so I really feel like we're doing things the right way. We got to start winning on the field, and that's going to come eventually. Certainly hope it comes sooner rather than later, but I'm ready to see the product we've got and how much we have grown on the field. So with that, I'll open it up.
Coach, Hayes, Brownlee, and Caston starting wide receivers. Could you just talk about the wide receiver room?
Yeah. So Brownlee's at X, Brandon Hayes at H, and Caston's at Z. 3 phenomenal players. The next guy would be Frog, who's also a phenomenal player, and the next guy would be Jalen May, who's also a really good football player. You're looking at, 5 guys that are what Southern Miss is all about. You're talking about West Point High School, Taylorsville High School, Oak Grove High School, Adams Christian, and Houston High School. That's Southern Miss. And they're tough guys. They've earned that right. They've made a lot of plays throughout the spring and summer and fall camp. And so those are our top 5 right now. We got some other guys that are battling in that mix. But, man, those kids are playing, and we certainly hope we can get them the ball, and we hope they make some plays Saturday.
Coach,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
You can go ahead, Dave.
Will, I think you've got 3 oars at all 3 of your defensive line positions.
Yeah.
Would you like to get to a place where those aren't there?
I don't know. I'd like to get to a place where we feel like every time we line up, they can't be blocked. I think what we've got right there is a lot of guys that can really play. That's what we're hoping anyway. And, I think Ratcliffe's going to start this game. Cooley's going to start this game, and Booth is going to start this game. But they're going to play evenly. If we play 70 snaps, I expect it'll be a 35-35 split because we want to keep them fresh, and they're really all about the same. Could there become a gap as the season goes on with Saturdays and Tuesdays? Yes. But through fall camp, you look at it, the guys that are starting, especially with Ratcliffe and Booth, are the guys that have been here longer, so maybe they know the system a little bit better, and there's a little more trust there. Jalen Williams and Bro Darius are probably the 2 most talented guys in the room. So if they continue to progress learning-wise, you would think their talent would get to where it would be hard, for it not to take over. But they're all great kids, and they're really working. They're all going to play in this game. That's why the orders are there. They're going to play.
Coach, could you speak to that kind of interesting dynamic between your staff, you personally, and the other staff? So many guys that have spent time together over the last decade. Could you kind of speak to that?
Oh, wow. So, first off, I've known Coach Freeze for a long time. And then his original Liberty staff, the D coordinator, Scott Simons, was my D coordinator at West Georgia. Josh Aldridge was my D-line coach. Ricky Hunley was my corners coach. All right, now Aldridge, now Simons and Hunley are at SMU, and he promoted Josh to D coordinator and hired Jack Curtis, who was the D coordinator at Tulane while I was there as a good friend. And then, of course, Sam Gregg was his O-line coach, and now Sam's back with us. And, Chris Klanakis is his new O-line coach, who I go way back with. I've known Kay spent the night at my house, in Livingston. He was with Coach Petrino for a long time. A lot of carryover offensively with that group. Obviously, their O-line GA is tight with Sam. They were there together forever. So there's a lot of known entities on both sides. So, it is what it is with that. That's just kind of what happened. Who would ever thought Liberty and Southern Miss would play each other and there'd be that much staff interaction. But it is what it is. We got to roll the ball out there, and the players have got to make plays. And we certainly hope we put our guys in position to do that. And I got great respect specifically for Josh Aldridge. Josh is a guy we hired almost fresh out of college that you could tell right away had intelligence. He had initiative and gumption. A lot like the young guys I've hired here that came through our program through my years, from Austin Armstrong to Cody Kennedy to Caden Cochran to Jordy Joseph. Josh Aldridge is like those guys. You don't have to tell him to work. You don't have to tell him to recruit. You don't have to tell him to find solutions. He's a solution guy, and I got tremendous amount of respect for him and his wife Jessica and their family, and just really love him. You know, I do. I love him, but man, we're trying to win this game. You know, and he is too, and I respect and understand that. So,
Will, I think I saw a couple visit invitations going out on Twitter. What kind of recruiting weekend are you expecting?
yeah, you know, probably I hope big. You know, I hope big. I hope we got a lot of guys from the surrounding area here. I think the Rock's going to be rocking. I think our fan base is really excited coming off the baseball season we had, athletics overall the season we had, and coming through the summer. And I think our fans understand that we're building this thing back to what Southern Miss is supposed to be. And they want to see how far we've come. You know, a lot of them are going to expect us to win by 50. That's probably not going to happen. You know what I mean? But we are going to put our best foot forward and play really hard and play like Southern Miss has played through the years. I think a lot of our fans are excited to see that.
Coach, it was announced earlier in the week that y'all were going to hold off on releasing the depth chart till today.
Yeah.
In case competition Tuesday, some players emerge. Did some of those emerge, or is it kind of what you kind of expected the depth chart?
Yeah, so we'll always release depth chart on Wednesday. We do that because the core value one, honesty. You know, we can't release it until we get done with Tuesday and evaluate it. And yeah, you know, I thought Coker Wright really had a good day at guard. He's really pushing John Bolding. Now, Bolding's still the starter with how he's played through fall camp, but Coker really has shown that he deserves to play and will. Kyron Barnes, a young guy at tackle. Ty Mims, a young guy at wideout that continue to grow in our program and are showing that if they keep it up, they deserve to play. Tyler Knight is a guy that's just dynamic. You know what I mean? And he practices every Tuesday. You know, I think he's going to get the start at star, but it's going to be an or situation with Cam Harrell too, because Cam's a great football player and a great person and what Southern Miss is about. So, you know, those are some off the top of my head. You know, we got 3 corners that are really playing at a high level. Eric Scott and Natron and Brendan Toles, they'll play the most. And those other young guys are doing good. You know what I mean? Caraway and Markell are going to be really good players, but those top 3 have played well. You know, we got 4 linebackers we really feel good about. And we talked about the wideouts and the depth there and who will play. And so we talked about running back yesterday. You know, that's it.